Okay, I know I just played Smash or Pass with the Rivals cast, but I really want to talk about this because I think it's very important. Rivals is not a Gooner game. And hold up, I know that's in the thumbnail, I know that's here. It's kind of clickbait, because I do agree that it is kind of Gooner. A little bit. But I don't think it's the game's fault. Because Gong said, we're just adapting the comic skins. And they're right. Almost every skin, I think every skin, out of all the research I've done, and which is pretty much, because I didn't do anything into the Psylocke Summer skin outside of the most recent issue. So, from my knowledge, almost every skin that's in Rivals that is considered Gooner bait is better than what's in the comics. But nobody ever talks about that, and I don't think that's an excuse, right? I don't think Marvel Rivals is a Gooner game. I think the problem is much deeper, and I'm glad people are finally talking about it within Rivals, but nobody actually talks about the fact that, superheroes are made for 14-year-old horny boys, and a lot of them are just fetishes, and this is attractive, and we're going to go into that later material, and nobody does anything to fix that, right? And I think that's terrible, because you can't just call Rivals a Gooner game without talking about the movies, because even the movies have it. I'm going to touch on that, and the comics that are littered with that, right? And it's an all-superhero problem. Just the genre of superheroes has this problem, right? So, the one that comes to mind immediately, Black Widow, right? Super spy, agent, secret assassin, and when in any scenario with that kind of character, wear full-body latex with a bunch of utility pouches, instead of, anything stealthy, because it's got red flares and a bright red hair sticking out the top. It's so that they could have a bright... It's so that way they could have a bright red latex person, absolutely grapple with men, wrap their legs around their head and flip them over, and tussle with men like that, because it's attractive to do that, to have strong men. Same thing goes for Angela. I was watching a video, there's this guy he makes shorts, YouTube shorts, Instagram Reels, I can't remember his name. I love him. He talks about the character designs of a lot of the characters in Rivals, and I think he's going through all of them, and it's a really good series, and I do like a lot of his takes. There's a few that I disagree with, but I like a lot of it. And he was talking about Angela, and I saw it, and I went, you're right. They leave the middle section open. That's exactly what I want to talk about, because if you don't do that, the problem is, that's how they were designed, right? And it was designed clearly as Gooner bait, right? That the middle section is open on this tough, muscle mommy woman who just beats the shit out of men. The problem with not doing it, though, right? If you don't do that, that's her iconic design. If you don't do that, people won't recognize that as Angela. People who like Angela will say that's terrible. You'll get terrible reviews. People will say it's bad. And so people don't want to not do that. They don't want to not follow the norm. And it's bad. It's bad because we're just propelling the Gooners. We're just propelling it further and further. And there's things like, I said it's an all-superhero problem. Wonder Woman. Same thing. It was designed by someone who said, I'm a feminist, by the way. That's real. He is a self-appointed feminist. And he, made this character off his fetishes of being dominated and bondage. I'm not joking. That's what the Lasso of Truth was made for. And that's why in her original comics, when she was bound up, she lost her powers. Because she was bound by men. It's fetish shit. But the problem is, if you take away the Lasso of Truth, if you redesign her costume, because her costume has gone minimal to no changes over the years, okay? Barely anything. And I think the farthest departure I've seen is alternate universes, not even the main Wonder Woman. But if you go away from that, people say, that's not Wonder Woman. If you wanted to make a new character, then make a new character. And while I understand that argument, I think we need to move on. I think Rivals is doing a fairly good job of that, where it's adapting this comic sources, it's adapting it very, very well. And it's kind of removing a lot of the Gooner stuff. All of them are censored. The window on the Invisible Woman summer skin, way, way safer than the original 1990 version. The original version of that swimsuit, crazy, dude. It's what? And then, all the other swimsuits are better than what they have in the comics. I bought the summer special this past summer. I didn't before any other year. It was the first time I bought it, because me and my partner thought it'd be fun to read it together and look at the swimsuits. And, I don't feel as much like a loser virgin when my girlfriend is telling me which cover to pick out, which cover of the swimsuit edition that I can pick out, because they think it's hot. But that's the problem, because they think it's hot. Like Black Cat. If you make Black Cat not suggestive and not sexually attractive, I know she kind of has to start that way because of the will they won't they with Peter, but after that, she's her own character. She has evolved to be her own unique character outside of that interaction with Peter Parker. I fucking hate stink bugs. There's one right there on my wall, and it's pissing me off. I've been throwing it outside of my room every single time. It just keeps coming back. Whatever. Back to it. She's her own character. If you design her in any way that's outside of that, people will say, oh, but that's terrible. You can't do that. You're changing her character. You're changing her character. She's not a sex object. She shouldn't be treated as such. Okay? The rant's pretty much over. The only thing I could do from here is repeat points. The points being, Marvel Rivals is just adapting the comic stuff, but better, safer for work. It's not as Gooner. It's a all superhero problem across movies, across comics, across games. Rivals is doing it the best. They're taking the most departures away from that than we've seen recently, even if it's just smaller ones like making them safer. And then the last one being, I'm glad. I am glad that people are talking about this issue, because I've been thinking about it for so long and nobody has ever talked to it. I haven't seen any discourse over it outside of like, yeah, they removed the fetish. Yeah, they removed the bondage fetish from Wonder Woman, kinda. But, have you seen the way she's dressed? They kept her that way for a reason, dumbass. Not to pray, but to sell comics to people who just want to jerk off to her. Like, they kept her looking in the leotard and the booty shorts for a reason. And I think it's bad, and I'm glad that people are talking about it, because maybe if people watch this video and watch other videos and share the same opinion and talk about it and speak out, we can get something done about this. I don't think it will happen quickly, but it could happen, and that would be good, because it would be so good. That's pretty much it. I don't think Rivals is that much of a Gooner game. I think it's the best representation of both female and male superheroes we've had in media. Honestly, actually, take that back. I think Invincible's better. Yep, I think Invincible does it better, because I've been watching the show. I read a few comics, but I haven't read them terribly much. And so far, I haven't seen a single character that is like outright Gooner bait. So, dubs to Robert Kirkman there. W, and to Ryan Otley. That's pretty much it for me. Closing announcements today, May 18th, Monday, May 18th, 12 p.m. to whenever I decide to get off. 100 subscriber special. I have internet again. I've been playing with and against Devil Dino. He's a character. He sure is a character. I'll be doing Star-Lord no thrusters. Maybe just playing random heroes, like spin a wheel every time I die. And I play that hero. I think that'd be pretty fun. And that's gonna be about it for me. Like, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Please start discourse about this, even if it's just on this video. That's about it. I'll see ya.